Hello students, myself Smita Bhosle from Maharaja Jivaji Rao Shinde College, Shrigonda, and we will be studying Chemistry of Standard 12, Chapter number 9, Coordination Compounds. And in this lecture, we will be covering the topics Introduction and Types of Ligands. So let's begin first with the introduction. Now, this coordination compounds, they are studied in coordination chemistry. And coordination chemistry is the most amazing field of modern inorganic chemistry. It basically deals with the study of complex compounds. Now we know that transition metals they possess the characteristic property of undergoing complex formation. Not only transition metals but some non-transition metals also form coordination compounds. So we can say that the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of coordination compounds or coordination complexes, it is known as a coordination chemistry. Now these coordination compounds they have many biological, industrial as well as analytical uses, and hence their study becomes important. So let's begin with the definition of the coordination compound. Now a coordination compound it consists of a central metal atom or ion surrounded by atoms or molecules. So it is a compound where it is having a central metal atom or ion and it is surrounded by some atoms or molecules. Let's understand this definition with the help of a structure. Now example I have taken over here is cisplatin. The molecular formula can be written as platinum NH3 twice and Cl2. Now this cisplatin compound it is a chemotherapy drug. It is used in cancer treatment and it is a type of a coordination compound. Now look at the structure over here. If you look at the structure, you will find that platinum is written at the center and it is central metal atom, while the two ammonia and two chloride they are surrounding the platinum, and these surrounding molecules they are known as ligand. So these two ammonia molecules and these two chloride ions which are surrounding this platinum metal they are called as ligands. Now these ligands they are attached to the central metal through a coordinate bond. They are attached to the central metal atom through a special type of bond. It is known as a coordinate bond. Now let's understand what is this coordinate bond. Now coordinate bond is a type of a covalent bond. We have studied what is covalent bond. Covalent bond is a bond which is formed by sharing of electrons between two atoms. But this coordinate bond is formed between the two atoms where the shared electrons are donated by wholly by one of the atom only. So here the coordinate bond is formed between platinum and the four ligands, and this bond is formed in a such a way that the pair of electrons are donated by the ligands only. Okay, the uh, electrons required to form the bonds are donated by the ligands only. Here are four ligands surrounding the platinum atom. So there are four coordinate bonds formed by the platinum. Four coordinate bonds it formed by the platinum. Now this coordinate bond is represented by an arrow. So you can write the coordinate bond as platinum with at the center. This is the chloride. This is coordinate bond formed by one ammonia molecule, by second ammonia molecule, and the remaining chloride. So total there are four coordinate bond formed by the platinum, two with each ammonia and two with chloride. Now this coordinate bond is represented by an arrow, and the arrow is drawn from the electron donor to the electron acceptor. Now here chlorine is electron donor, so the arrow is drawn from chlorine and the arrowhead is pointing towards the electron acceptor atom, that is it is platinum over here, so the arrowhead is pointing towards the platinum. So all the coordinate bond they have their arrowhead pointing towards the platinum because all of the ligands are donating their pair of electrons to the central metal atom, that is platinum over here. Now the question is why this central metal atom is accepting electrons, because it is electron deficient. So platinum in this compound it is electron deficient and therefore it is accepting lone pair of electrons from the ligands. And so you can say this central metal atom, that is platinum atom over here, is acting as a Lewis acid. While the ligands which are donating their electron pairs, they can be called as Lewis bases. So coordination compound can be looked upon as a Lewis acid base interaction, where your central metal atom is your Lewis acid and the ligands which are donating their pair of electrons to the central metal atom, they are Lewis bases. Moving on to the next point, that is type of ligands. Now the ligands are classified based on the number of donor atoms the ligands have. So they are classified in three types, that is monodentate ligands, polydentate ligands and ambidentate ligands. So let's begin with the first, that is monodentate ligands. Now the word mono means single. So this type of ligands, they have single donor atom through which they can donate their electron pair to the central metal atom. For example, chloride ion, hydroxide ion and cyanide ion. So in this chloride, chlorine will donate its pair of electron to the central metal atom. In hydroxide, your oxygen will donate its pair of electrons to the central metal atom, and in cyanide, nitrogen will donate its pair of electrons to the central metal atom. Moving to the next type, that is polydentate ligands. Poly means many. So this type of ligands, they have two or more than two donor atoms through which they can donate their pair of electrons to the central metal atom and form the coordinate bond. Now if the ligand has two donor atoms, it is called as bidentate. And if the ligand has three donor atoms, it is called as tridentate ligand. If the ligand has four donor atoms, it will called as tetradentate ligand. If the ligand has five donor atoms, it will called as pentadentate ligand. If the ligand has six donor atoms, it will be called as hexadentate ligand, and hence on. So let's study the first example of bidentate ligand. Example over here I have taken is ethylene diamine. This is the structure of the ethylene diamine, and you will observe that this ethylene diamine molecule has two ammonia molecules, that is, it is having two nitrogen which can donate its pair of electrons to the central metal atom. So one molecule of ethylene diamine has two nitrogen atoms which can donate its pair of electrons to the central metal atom, that is, ethylene diamine is having two donor atoms, so therefore it is a bidentate ligand. Okay, it is a bidentate ligand. Now moving on to the next example, that is ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion. More commonly it is called as EDTA. Now it is a hexadentate ligand. So hexadentate ligands means there must be six donor atoms through which this ligand can donate a pair of electrons each. That is it can donate six pair of electrons to the central metal atom. So let's count the number of atoms. This nitrogen is one number. This is the second donor atom. This oxygen is third donor atom. This oxygen is fourth donor atom. This oxygen is fifth donor atom. And this oxygen is sixth donor atom. So total there are six donor atoms. So it is a hexadentate ligand. This EDTA is a hexadentate ligand. Now this polydentate ligands, we have seen that is they are having more than two donor atoms, and hence they can form ring like structure with the metal being one of the part of the ring. So these complexes, they form the structures known as metal chelates. Metal chelates. They form metal chelates. Okay, with your metal as one of the ring member. So let's see this with the help of this ethylene diamine ligand. Now we know the ethylene diamine. This is ethylene diamine. This is the structure of ethylene diamine. there are 4 atoms, and this 2 nitrogen will donate the pair of electrons to the metal. So now if you count the number of atoms over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this ethylene diamine is forming a 5-membered ring with your central metal atom. So in this way they are forming metal rings. They are called as metal chelates, and polydentate ligands, they are also called as chelating ligands. Now the next type of ligand is ambidentate ligands. Ambidentate ligands are the ligands which have 2 donor atoms but uses only one of them to form the coordinate bond. For example, NO2 minus, that is nitrite ion. Now here both nitrogen and oxygen can donate it pair of electrons. So but at a time only nitrogen can donate it pair of electrons, or oxygen can donate it pair of electrons. So only one of them will donate it pair of electrons. One more example is that of thiocyanate, where your sulfur can also donate it pair of electrons, or your nitrogen can also donate it pair of electrons to the central metal atom to form the coordinate bond. So this type of ligands, they are called as ambidentate ligands, where they are having 2 donor atoms but uses only one of them to form the coordinate bond. With this we come to the end of this lecture. Thank you.